Getting rid of your dad bod. I'm a dad myself, and I feel sorry for some of you guys out there, and I have been slating yous a bit recently. So I'm here to help, especially ones that are trying to get fitter and healthier. The whole fitness and nutrition area is a minefield for people just wanting basic information. The big followers online mostly don't have kids, and if they do, they're usually nannied and don't work 9 to 5. Then they bring them on their YouTube channel and it's all smiles and ha ha ha, oh you're a perfect little angel, aren't you? Speaking to all the strangers in the street and laughing and giggling. But really what happens in the real life is, get back here you wee fanny, or the man's going to take you away. And then you're fucking wrestling at my sleep every night. I'm not jealous, just saying it like it is. Also, apologies for the blurriness of the last video that you should have watched. I've got a couple of things now, so that shouldn't happen again, but still learning, you know. The downside to new toys is it's taken forever to set up. This took me 40 minutes, for example. My wife thinks I've got an OnlyFans thing going on here with all the camera gear. But like I said, I feel sorry for some dads. And I addressed this slightly on a video I made before, but the whole dad bod thing really fucks me off. In saying that, you don't need to get rid of a dad bod. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But what I am trying to get rid of is you being a lazy fucker. It's just a lazy, now acceptable excuse for dads to let themselves go, knowingly or unknowingly. We'll cover the knowingly or unknowingly part later on. So here's a video for all the dads who feel a bit helpless when it comes to looking after yourself, when you have a little bundle of joy running about at your feet, and what you can do to sort your shit out, even if you do work a 9 to 5 job and have a family. Trying to get in better shape is hard enough with all the conflicting information online. People online make getting fitter sound like you're attempting a moon landing with a cardboard box and a giant fart, and how you have to go to war and you have to be a lion and all that sort of shit. When all it really takes is eating a bit better and moving a little bit more. It is that fucking simple. You only really need about 90 minutes of exercise per week to benefit your overall health. But that is a shit video. And it's not really entertaining, is it? But I'll give you a few more things to consider. Back to talking about the shit that you hear online. From people telling you that you can eat 3 times the amount of calories and lose weight, and others standing in front of pre-cooked chicken shouting, it's shit, this is fucking shit. When pre-cooked chicken isn't that bad of a choice if you didn't have any chicken in the first place, because it's baby steps, right? Or other fucking idiots thinking it's a good idea to eat butter for your breakfast in the morning, and then feed their children that shit. And then you, yes you viewer, have to potentially throw a kid into the mix with that, or 3 or 4 kids if you're a wee hoormeister. It's definitely no easy. Most people will say they were in the best shape of their life when they didn't have a kid. They had 0 responsibilities, nobody else to look after, and they had all the time in the world. And all they did was eat, train, and Xbox, and repeat. It was a simpler time. Then you have this little fucker who drives you up the wall every day. And then you have to keep on top of your chores and your relationship and work and cook. And then you have to take the dog out a walk. And then you have to look after yourself with the small amount of energy you have left. I love my kid, by the way. She is going to get absolutely slated on here, but I couldn't love anything more if I tried. And it was technically my fault, so this feels like a therapy session. The knowingly or the unknowingly part. This is where I have a tiny bit of sympathy out there for dads and people in general, because life gets in the way every day. Dads in particular, and maybe even mums, let themselves go knowingly, i.e. they stop exercising after they have a kid, they eat worse and they prioritise others, etc. Or they do it unknowingly and things catch up on them. How do they suddenly realise this? They might not fit in their old jeans, they get out of breath walking up the stairs, they have aches and pains, or they might look down and not see their willy when they're in the shower. And the whole dad bod makes this kind of stuff normal and acceptable. All you really need to do is look at your priorities. If you think you only have enough attention for a certain amount of things in a day, let's say family, work, sleep, chores, cooking, relaxing, and then yourself, i.e. exercises, something like that. So these are the things that you must give energy to in a day. Say you've got a battery of 100% and it's the attention you can give to all of the above. Split all these up into this battery and it might look something like this. So this is now you, give or take. And this is before you've even put your health in there to be addressed. This is what it might have looked like before you had all these responsibilities. Something's got to give if you want to start addressing it. And obviously we can't overspill on this or you'll have a nervous breakdown or something. Priorities change as you get older and start to slip, whether you realise it or not. Health usually takes a hit and work gets prioritised to keep a roof over your head. Completely understand that, but health shouldn't be ignored and thrown into the corner like a ginger kid in school. For you to start sorting your shit out, i.e. get rid of the dad bod or address it, you need to prioritise yourself. You don't even need to prioritise weight loss, just overall general health that gets you moving a bit more than before. When I said you used to look after yourself before, it's because you prioritised it. Now you have other things you prioritise. Your health has just slipped down the things you address, knowingly or unknowingly. Is that no fucking bonkers though? Here you are looking after a little kid and you've let yourself go. The opposite of what should happen has happened. I mean, what are you teaching that kid? That it's fine to be a big lazy fucker. And that means it's okay for them to do that too. It's not even the potential size you've got. It's a lack of self-care you think is okay, because kids do see that. They think it'll be cool to have a diet that lacks fruit and veg, and ordering food every few days is fine, and watching mind-numbing TV every night on the couch is fine, and then getting balls deep every night in a tub of ice cream is fine. It's your responsibility to look after yourself, and your kid, by the way, because you brought them into this world, even if your contribution was only for a few seconds. You can bitch and moan about the situation that you're in, or you can do something about it. The world really doesn't give a fuck about your goals. And the cool thing is, the more you prioritise your health and get good at it, the less attention it needs. It just becomes automatic. So calm down, James. So on top of priorities, what else can you do? Don't compare yourself to others, especially on Instagram. Those fudgers have been training for years. They're likely Botoxed out their mind and also enough performance-enhancing drugs to kill a small elephant. And they lie about it as well. These people on social media also push you to go to the gym. And kinda rightfully so. It is legit the best thing you'll ever do to your body. But it is portrayed if you do anything other than that, it's just a waste of time, which is obviously horseshit. It's like eating that pre-packaged chicken you can get in Tesco. It's not the best source you could be eating, but sure as shit ain't the worst. Do what you can, but do try and get some lifting in there because the benefits are endless. You don't actually have to focus on losing weight, and this is a bit of a curveball because the first thing that online coaches will have you do is lose weight, which is not a bad thing, but that is absolutely pointless if you don't know how to keep it off. Keep these fannies in a job because when you gain it, you'll go back to them. Do you know where my biggest weakness is when I'm trying to be healthy and have a kid? And I bet most of the dads are like this also. You'll do the shopping and you'll go, well, I'll get my kids some Dairy Dunkers and then some crisps and some chocolate because you're a class parent. And you let them live a little rather than being a fucking whopper and shouting everything is shit in the supermarket. Anyway, I bet you eat those snacks too. There's two types of dads in this world. Dads who eat their kids' snacks that they bought for them, or liars. You're telling me you're not having a Dairy Dunker or some Haribos and having a one-way ticket back to your childhood? I don't fucking think so. It's not a big issue, but these bite-sized treats add up calorie-wise. To go back to the losing weight bit, there's an argument to be had that prioritising your health is much better than focusing on fat loss. Fat loss might be a byproduct of that, which is cool. Good on you. But simply moving better and eating better is just as important, if not even more important. I say more important because you may not want to lose weight because you still want to eat a decent amount of food and live a little. Who's to say you'll actually be happier losing weight? The fact that you can move a decent amount of weight in the gym, you can squat your body weight, you can do a pull-up, and you can rugby tackle that little fucker when it's not behaving without getting out of breath is a better alternative to sitting on the couch doing zero. There's studies that show people who exercise and are overweight are much better off than people who are in the right weight category but don't exercise. To make things even easier for you to achieve, make goals so small they're embarrassing to fail. The kind of goals you look at yourself in the mirror and go, you fucking idiot. These could look something like eat 3 portions of fruit a day, walk 5,000 steps, go to the gym and walk on a treadmill, couch to 5k, make 5 home cooked meals in a week, make lunch instead of buying it when you're at work, 90 minutes of cardio a week. Also small, it's embarrassing if you didn't do them. Also, don't be afraid of tracking. People who track something get really good at it. If you look at golfers, racing, running, archery, football, any of that sort of stuff, very few people would be unsuccessful after tracking something. They're just idiots, or they just have a shit coach. Like I've said before, the social media mob make it seem like you need to climb Everest to sort your shit out. And all it really takes is some extra fruit and veg, eat a decent amount of protein regularly, lower the amount of processed foods, a bit of exercise, some more water, some decent sleep, some exposure outside, away from being stuck in every night, lower the amount of booze you're drinking, keep stress down. You'll be doing a lot better than most people out there. Sounds like a long list, but each doesn't take much effort. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? How simple it is. You know what else is mind-blowing? Nobody fucking does it. I'll go through what I do on a daily basis. They're arguably non-negotiables. So I take my dog a walk, I train around about 5 times a week. I eat 180 grams of protein a day. And I make this easy by having 2 shakes in the morning and 2 servings for lunch and dinner. I drink about 3 litres of vodka. I drink about 3 litres of fluid a day and 1 litre being in the gym. And I eat roughly around 2,700 calories. Don't listen to the above and tell me it's hard. That's nothing compared to what other people do. But I have busted my balls the last 5 years or so to make things like this easy for me. Like buying a home gym in the garage that cost upwards of about 10 grand. I'm not sure if my wife knows about those figures. And also, what's my why? I look at them every day. My family. Inspiration, if I needed any, on top of my family. My dad, he cycles 12 miles every day to work and home. He's 70 as well. Carries my 30 kilo kid on his shoulders like she's a bag of tatties. He's also told to slow down, but he won't, so I don't think I need any more. It's that simple, so make yours simple too. Next one, you should always look back on your progress. With social media, it can be hard to quantify progress, or it can be hard when comparing it with others. People will show you 3-month transformation photos that are likely a lie in the first place, or they're photoshopped, and then they make you feel like you've not done enough. When in reality, you have more energy and you're happy. You may not have lost the weight, but you're eating better than you ever have. You can do a squat you weren't able to do before. You've chased a ball for 60 minutes and you feel like you can carry on. Whereas before you wanted to sit on the couch and eat a tube of Pringles and then watching the Olympics thinking, that's easy, I could do that. And kid on, you're actually doing well. Another one is be selfish. It's very counterintuitive because if you're a kid, you like spending time with them, which I hope you do. It means spending more time away from them. But spending time on yourself means you should be coming home a happier and healthier version of yourself. And if your kid's asking, where's dad? Oh, he's exercising. I'll be back home in an hour. you're teaching them an important lesson. To exercise and look after yourself. I can already hear the groans behind the camera about how you hate the gym, but the benefits of any sort of exercise should outweigh your apparent hate for it. All you need to do is 90 minutes of exercise a week to get some decent benefits from it. You also don't have to chase this absolute ripped physique you see all these guys and girls online have, likely through steroids and photoshopping. Just simply prioritising your health with more moving about, let your weight hopefully take care of itself. And if and when you're ready to actually lose some weight, go for it. There's a video I made not too long ago about how to change your life, even if you have a kid. It is not that hard. A quick one I wanted to mention is learning to cook. So social media, again, you notice it's a big fucking problem. So again, it has you believe that you need to make this amazing looking dinner, when one that hits all the basic needs and is tasty to you is all you need. Some of my meals look like absolute roadkill, but still taste decent. I think it won't be long till this fanny, along with other carnivore dieters, are picking up actual roadkill for their videos. You know what really annoys me about chefs online? As much as I love their content, none of them eat anything and go, God, that was absolute shit. Or that could have been better. They all eat it and go, this is, oh my God, this is the best, tastiest thing I have ever put in my mouth. So you're telling me that you've made 300 YouTube videos and all of them taste amazing? Bullshit. Back to learning about cooking. You'll likely know how to do this already, otherwise what the fuck have you been doing all these years? How have you got this far in life without knowing how to cook? At least start enjoying and appreciating the food that you cook. Get yourself an air fryer and then start learning about portions or square go-to meals or bulk cooking. Make simple meals you can throw together in 5 minutes when you can't be bothered cooking. Use bang for your buck food choices. So like eggs, meat, milk, veg, rice, pasta. Don't throw them all in the same pot, obviously. All these basic ingredients are massively nutritious and can help you make decent meals. Chicken, chips and some veg, decent. For those worried about cost, it'll arguably be cheaper in the long run for you. Yes, you might not be able to have the pizza and the burger every night, but you need balance, don't you? Because eating all that sort of stuff every night has got you where you are just now. Make it easy for yourself. You and your kid won't regret it. There are a billion things you can do, but these are the ones that popped into my head at the moment that I feel are most important. I'm sure I can add to it later on. A final note to wrap up. Being a dad is one of the coolest things you'll ever do in your life. You spend every day with reasons you should be doing all these things above. It boggles my mind people go out every day and demand to be treated with respect and strangers. But some dads don't show respect to themselves by neglecting their health. Arguably, they also do it to their own kids as well and have them eat lazy, caloric dense choices of food on a daily basis and not help them be active. If you're not going to change yourself for you, do it for your kid at least. I hope they already think you're Superman. Why not give them more of a reason to think that? Also do it for your partner if you've got one. The actual final note is, if you need help, reach out. If you want to change quickly, reach out as well. It doesn't have to be me. It might cost you a few £100, but what is that in the grand scheme of things when you're improving your chances of seeing your kid grow up? You're much better speaking to someone who's helped hundreds or thousands of people lose weight sustainably rather than a cookie cutter meal plan or a diet group that doesn't actually take into account your individual needs. The time wasted in these scenarios, which could be multiple years, you could change your life in less than 6 months with a decent coach. Some people genuinely spend years of their life trying to lose weight and they never do. It is mental, but sad at the same time. Imagine playing the same Xbox game every day for a year and not getting any results. My mates do that. They've been playing the same game for years, getting their arse kicked by kids on Gears of War. They're special though. I use the word simple a lot in this video, I think, because it should be. The minute it's not, you're going to lose interest. Make your goal so simple, it's embarrassing to fail. This has weirdly become a passionate subject of mine. So thanks for sticking around if you managed to, and I'll see you in the next video.